let's go down to Davey Coombs right now for the Dunlop Track Fact.
You've heard Art and David talking about the track and the conditions down here all night long. Now I'm going to show you just how bad it is. This is a tape measure, and as you can see, this stuff is a foot deep. That's 12 inches. It goes all the way across the racetrack, and as you can see, we even got some course guys out here trying to get rid of this stuff. All night long, it's been a factor, and it's only going to get worse as the main event goes on. They always say that Atlanta is the race, the most competitive race of the year, and it's because of the conditions of the track. It evens the playing field. Everyone's got around this stuff, and Jeremy's great technique doesn't always come through on a track like this. That's your Dunlop Track Fact.
Davey, not only can you get cross-rutted in something like that, David Bailey, but also your takeoffs are in danger.
Well, what happens is you accelerate into the face of the jump, the suspension compresses, and you drag your feet and the bottom of the bikes. You scrub off all your speed, and you see the guys go into a nosedive, so it's pretty scary. There's Doug Henry.
Number 15, Jimmy Button, 100. Larry Ward, number 6.
You see they wait till the last minute to put their goggles on. You see Bradshaw there shaking.
Look at the concentration. The race face of Ryan Hughes, number 5.
He looks pretty focused. I know he's irritated with having, he pretty much had the whole shot in his heat race, and he went down the first corner, but
Jeremy McGrath looking to become the first rider ever to begin a season with 6 wins, a record that would tie the all-time win string of Bob Hanna at any time during the season, 6 wins. And the 32nd board is up, getting set here in Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, known as a string breaker. Jeremy McGrath could not get his 6th victory here last year. Rick Johnson also was gunning for his 6th straight victory and could not get it here in Atlanta. So we could be seeing history in the making should Jeremy McGrath get the good start. He has proved in the heat races that he can negotiate this track with ease.
He's also proved that he has the maturity to put up with somebody like Emig cutting him off everywhere.
Okay, it's sideways and they're off. Jeremy McGrath not getting the good start. It's Jeff Emig, number 2, and another Kawasaki of Ryan Hughes, number 5. Number 2, Jeff Emig and Ryan Hughes right together with Damon Huffman and Michael Craig, number 17 in 3rd position now. Michael Craig jumps into 2nd and will take on Jeff Emig, number 2, as they go into the far triple side.
It looks like Team Kawasaki out front.
McGrath challenging for 3rd, though. And it's a 1, 2, 3, 4 event through the sand. McGrath cutting to the inside on Ryan Hughes. Moves into 3rd, but Ryan jumps him now. Here's the triple. They all take the triple. Emig 1st, Ryan Hughes 2nd. He's been fast in practice. Jeremy McGrath moving by Michael Craig into 3rd as they go into the whoop section. Jeremy having a little bit more trouble than the Kawasaki's out front.
Well, I think the only rider on the racetrack that's got the speed of McGrath has got to be Hughes. If he can get around his teammate, that'd be a big plus. He came from dead last in the heat race all the way to 4th. He was on the move, went by his teammate Huffman like he was standing still.
Well, Jeremy's in a pretty good position, wouldn't you say, David?
Oh, he sure is. He can watch everything right now, and he's got to be careful, though. Mike Craig, he'll come in there and slam the door on Jeremy if he leaves him any room.
And he's got Steve Lamson behind of Michael Craig, and then Damon Huffman and Mike LaRocco in that order, with Ezra Lusk next behind LaRocco. We're looking out front right now. Emig, Jeremy McGrath taking 2nd place with a battle. Ryan Hughes will not give up easily, however.
You know what, though? This is the first time this year, Art, that I can think of where these 2 riders have been side by side in the first lap. Hughes has a great opportunity right here to do what Huffman did in Seattle. Watch everything McGrath does, follow his every move, and keep the pressure on.
Oh, this is going to be a great 3-way battle, we hope, as Emig now. And that straightaway gets some speed, but McGrath is right there. Hughes cuts to the inside. You can't give him too much length. And Hughes takes over 2nd. Oh, Jeremy McGrath, a little stumble right there.
Well, he left a little room, and Hughes has proven to him right there. He's going to go in there and take it. Now, I think Emig he's riding pretty good right now, but you saw in the heat race, there's Ryan Hughes.
There you see him, 22 years old. He's coming off his first podium appearance. That was at San Diego when he took a 3rd. He is bar to bar with Jeremy McGrath through the triple. Jeremy to the inside. Oh, my goodness, what a battle as Hughes comes back on him. It's out in front, Jeff Emig. Jeremy McGrath having a lot of fight in him.
Well, he's going to have to tonight. He's between 2 fighters. you saw what Emig did to him in the heat race, and Ryan Hughes, he uses boxing for some of his training. I think he might take some of that out on the racetrack.
It gives Jeremy McGrath now a chance to catch up with Jeff Emig, number 2, and not worry about a battle with number 5. Jeff Emig is in first, McGrath second, Hughes third, Craig fourth, Lamson fifth, LaRocco sixth, Huffman seventh, and Lusk is in 8th position.
I was about to say before McGrath and Hughes started dicing it for a second there that we saw Emig in the heat race.
Here they go into the triple. Jeremy McGrath gets cut off at the hay bale by Emig. Oh,
he seems to be riding a pretty good pace, but what I started to say was he kind of held up the show a little bit in the heat race, and that's letting Ryan and Craig and all these guys stay in pretty close contact. This is going to be close until McGrath can get around him.
Hughes in good position in third, behind Jeremy McGrath. One mistake by Jeff Emig, though, and Jeremy's in first place. Out in front, number 2, Jeff Emig, but right on his rear tire is Jeremy McGrath. Hughes about 4 bike lengths back, trying to pick up the action as Michael Craig now in 4th. The timing through this whoop section, David Bailey.
Well, this is a place where I think McGrath is really slick. He gets through there, and he carries the front wheel over 1 bump more than everybody else. He lets the back tire skip, and he hops 1 more. That's a faster rhythm through there, and it also takes less energy. He's able to do the same every lap. That's where he's been strong.
McGrath is 5 for 5 in wins this year coming into Atlanta. He had a week off, and when he takes a week off, he takes a week off. I mean, he went snowboarding at Mammoth Mountain. But he feels that with a 14 straight race schedule, here he comes in the sand against Emig. Emig cutting him off once again, but look out for the triple. Let's check it out. This is going to be close. Jeremy McGrath, to the cheer of the fans, to the inside, takes over his first lead of the race, but Emig coming right back. Jeremy shut him down.
Well, that's the same place that he kept passing Hughes, and finally he just pushed Emig wide, was able to take that inside line through. That's the only place I could see on the track where he was really a lot faster.
Craig goes down in that horseshoe turn right before the finish line jump. So it's McGrath now with Emig and Hughes, 1, 2, and 3. Lamson 4, and LaRocco has moved into 5th with Huffman behind him. Jeremy McGrath, only 24 years old. He got started really later in his Supercross career, coming out of BMX biking, but he has put championship upon championship. We'll be right back with the conclusion of our 250 main event from the Georgia Dome after this. Now at the battle for second place is Jeff Emig and Ryan Hughes, Kawasaki teammates. You see them behind the number 1 red bike, the Honda of Jeremy McGrath. It is Lamson right behind them, McGrath's teammate.
And I pointed out a little earlier that I thought Emig couldn't quite run the pace of McGrath, and I think he's holding up his teammate Ryan Hughes. Hughes has just gone down, entering the sand pit off your screen.
Hughes,
a lot of time.
A bad break as Lamson moves into 3rd now with LaRocco in 4th and Huffman in 5th, and Hughes will have to come back. Hughes is back up and running now toward the triple as we see Jeremy McGrath, our leader, and he's leading by 4 bike lengths.
Trouble from Emig at the beginning of the race. Did that make you nervous? I know that Emig's a very aggressive rider.
Well, that's to say the least. He likes to cut me off. I feel me more than anyone, but yeah, seemed like he took a shot at me when one of the corners over there, but you know, I just lifted my leg and kind of got away from him, so I wanted to get away as fast as I could so that wouldn't happen. In the previous past, I think that people are kind of accepting it that it's 5 in a row and not that it's something so special, and at least for me, and you know, I wasn't so nervous tonight. I was confident, and you know, the 6-1 came pretty easy.
Well, I think this is the pass for the lead. There was quite a few. It looks like McGrath got a little stronger line out of there on the inside, got over that little double jump better. Look how much he squats down, like he's just charging so much. Stays lower to the ground over the triple, controls the inside line, takes over the lead, and that was it.
Well, the Suzuki point standings have Jeremy McGrath at 175 points, and of course this is unofficial, our tabulation from the broadcast booth, but Huffman and Hughes out of the top 5. Well, they bring closer to the scene now Emig and LaRocco with 95 and 92 points, and even Lammy